I'm glad you came, Fran. You know I've always valued your opinion on these matters.
Well, thanks for the flattery, Lyle. But tell me more about your campaign.
Well, you know I'm writing the copy for Renova's new campaign to launch their wrinkle-free beauty creams. We plan to use the face of Rena Braga. Look, here's the artwork, and then we'll use this text. The most perfection that money can buy. What do you think of it?
Well, she's certainly beautiful, and it's a catchy slogan. But if you ask me, it makes the product sound too expensive.
Well, it is an expensive product, Fran. In my opinion, people will pay anything for a product that promises to make them look better, younger, and more beautiful.
But will your product really make people younger and more beautiful? A cream won't remove wrinkles. I believe that advertising has to be truthful.
As far as I'm concerned, our claims are honest. We don't promise to make people more beautiful. We promise to make them look more beautiful. I think that is an important distinction.
Well, I guess you're right. It's a free country. If people want to spend money on products that flatter their vanity, nobody can stop them.
You don't sound too enthusiastic, Fran, but I'm convinced it will be a successful campaign.
Oh, I agree with you on that. It's money that makes the world go round.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separate by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives.
Welcome to the Fran Wagner Show. Today, we will be talking about cosmetic surgery and our endless search for youth and beauty. On our panel today, we have a plastic surgeon, a young lady who is very happy with the results of her cosmetic surgery, a male model who has undergone 15 different surgeries to retain his youthful looks, and finally, a psychologist who believes we are maiming and disfiguring ourselves in the name of beauty. Let's find out what our first panelist has to say. Wendy?
I don't agree with that lady. I respect her opinion, but she's wrong. There's nothing wrong with improving on nature. I used to be very timid and shy, but now the men fall over their feet to go out with me. I'd rather be gorgeous than plain, wouldn't you?
My sentiments exactly. You have hit the nail on the head. I have been a top model for more than 15 years. Why should I look old? If science allows us to eliminate our wrinkles and preserve our figures, why shouldn't we take advantage of it?
Well, Dr. Masters, you've heard two people who seem very happy with what cosmetic surgery has done for them. Can you tell us why you're so critical of cosmetic surgery?
Well, yes. I'm afraid that I completely disagree with everything we've heard so far. Fine feathers don't make fine birds. Cosmetic surgery promotes values that are artificial and empty. We have lost all our spiritual values, and we cut and maim our faces and our bodies to conform to conceptions of beauty that are superficial and unrealistic.
Are our values real? Aren't we teaching our children to be intolerant towards imperfection? Don't go away. Right after these commercials, we'll introduce our fourth panelist, Dr. Curtin, a famous plastic surgeon.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separate by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends.
Leonard, how did you find me? And how did you get here?
Your secretary told me where you were, so I took a cab. I'm so sorry to hear about your uncle's car accident. Is there anything I can do to help?
Thanks for offering, Leonard, but everything's okay. It wasn't a very serious accident. He broke a few ribs, that's all. He was very lucky.
What happened?
Well, Justin had just recently bought an expensive new car. Cost him a pretty penny, too. He was trying to adjust the air conditioning, and he took his eyes off the road for a moment. so he went into a ditch. Luckily, he was wearing a seatbelt.
Would you like me to accompany you to the hospital?
That's very sweet of you, Leonard, but it really isn't necessary. Aren't you working this afternoon?
2 of my patients canceled, so I decided to take the afternoon off.
Well, in that case, I'd love you to come with me. I just have to finish examining this horse. I performed an operation on him yesterday, and he's coming along well.
Take your time. It's a pleasure watching you work.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. Wishes of many smiles and tears. Separate lives of many miles and years. Old friends, new lives.
After you.
Are you sure you have time for coffee?
Absolutely.
Let me put the kettle on then. Calder, come here. Give Leonard some space.
Don't bother. I don't mind.
Are you sure you don't mind her climbing all over you?
I'm positive. I've always loved animals.
I'm afraid in my house, it's love me, love my dog.
Thank you. My gosh. This picture of you must have been taken around when we first met.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the very last photograph of me in a dress, you know. I spent my whole childhood dressed up like a Christmas cake, all frills and lace. And I haven't worn a dress since.
Your mother must have been disappointed. I remember how your parents used to argue about your preference for rubber boots instead of little black buckle shoes. Your mother would throw away your boots, and your father would go out and buy you a new pair.
Oh, I outgrew my mother's expectations very early. She should be resigned by now. I remember that she bought a baby book when I was small. And there was a special page for the first print of the baby's foot. And by the time my mother remembered to make the footprint, my foot didn't fit onto the page anymore.
I don't know what this says about me, but women with big feet have always appealed to me.
Leo, you say the funniest things. I wonder if there's a message from Fran. I've been trying to get hold of her all day.
I'll bet she's with Lyle. What do you think? Will I make another go of it?
I don't have the faintest. It's kind of difficult to know what goes on in Fran's mind. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Would you like to see them together again?
I don't know. 10 years ago, I used to think that they were the perfect couple. But now, I'm not so sure. They seem to have different opinions on just about everything.
Well, opposites attract.
Who knows? I tend to believe that birds of a feather flock together.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. Wishes of many smiles and tears. Separate lives of many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives.
No, what's that? Oh, sure.
Oh, there's nothing to beat a Sunday afternoon sitting around reading the newspapers. I can't believe that you're actually enjoying this, Leo. Surely you have more important things to do.
Like what? I haven't been so relaxed in years. It's amazing that we've been friends for so many years, and we've never spent a Sunday together doing what both of us like best. Why don't we put on some nice, relaxing music? I notice you have a wonderful collection.
Yes, that's a great idea. What kind of music do you like?
I listen to a lot of classical music, and I really enjoy opera. I also like Latin American music. I can't stand hearing rock music, though. And heavy metal drives me up the wall. What about you?
Oh, I can listen to almost anything. I prefer vocal music, though. I've just discovered this amazing Portuguese singer called Cesaria Évora. Listen.
I love that. We certainly have the same taste. And what about books? Who's your favorite writer?
Oh, there are many. I read anything I can get my hands on.
What are you reading at the moment?
I'm halfway through The Horse Whisperer by Nicholas Evans. It's about a man who can tame wild horses by talking to them.
I'd love to read that. I've just finished reading a great book, too. It's called When Elephants Weep. It deals with the emotional lives of animals. Do you like films?
I adore the movies. I hate all those modern action films, though. I much prefer foreign films.
I'm crazy about foreign films, too. But I enjoy watching the odd Hollywood tearjerker. I find that many American films deal wonderfully with relationships between people.
You'll have to take me to see some of those.
I will.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separate by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives.
This guy is great, Fran. Just look at those colors and that brushwork.
Modern art doesn't say much to me, but he certainly seems to be the best of the bunch. In the land of the blind, the one-eyed is king.
That's unfair, Fran. I don't think that modern art has to say anything to anyone. It's just a form of self-expression. What's fighting you? Lately, you seem to disagree with everything I say.
That's not true. Our tastes differ, that's all.
Oh, Fran, you're still furious at me. I could kick myself. If only I had told you how I felt, instead of walking out on you like that. That was so stupid of me.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Lyle. I didn't exactly make it easy for you. It took me a long time to forgive you. A week ago, I wished that I'd never set eyes on you. And now I regret having been so immature. We had some great times together.
You were always my favorite girl right from the start. Nobody understands me the way you do.
Flattery will get you everywhere. Would you like to go and see a play with me tonight?
I'm afraid I don't like plays much. I prefer musicals and performance art.
It's a shame. There are some very good plays on at the moment. And I have complimentary tickets for a Sam Shepard play at the Promenade Theater at 8.
I like the way Shepard writes. I'd love to go with you.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separate by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives.
I'll be right back. My war paint needs renewing.
I'll come with you.
I didn't think we'd be needing war paint.
With women, you never know. You girls better come back soon. I'm starving.
We won't be long. Still waters run deep.
What do you mean?
The two of you are positively glowing. What's up?
We didn't think anyone would notice, but you're right. We're engaged.
What? Congratulations! I thought the two of you were only good friends. Leonard certainly didn't let the grass grow under his feet.
We are good friends, Fran. We just started spending a lot of time together during the last 2 weeks, and we discovered that we had a lot more in common than we thought.
I'm so happy for you. He's a great guy. He's intelligent, sensitive, funny, kind, and generous. And I don't think he could have chosen a better person than you. You really deserve each other.
Thanks, Fran. And what about you and Lyle?
I don't know. We fight all the time. We can't seem to agree on anything anymore. But it's fun to see him again. Well, let's go. They must be wondering what happened to us. Congratulations, Leonard. I just heard the good news.
What good news?
Catherine and I are engaged.
Well, I never. Congratulations. You make a beautiful couple.
Thank you. At least Kath's mother will be happy. She'll get to see Kath in a dress again.
Now, don't count on that, Leonard. I haven't yet seen a wedding dress that goes well with my rubber boots.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separated by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives.
How are you doing?
Everything's splendid. Thank you.
Would you like anything else?
You can bring us your best bottle of French champagne. I think this calls for a celebration.
Well, here's to the future. I hope that we will all be successful and healthy.
I'll settle for just being happy.
Do any of you have any regrets about the past?
Well, I sometimes wish I had more free time. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy what I do. But now and then, I wish I could just get away from it all.
Well, I had hoped that Fran would have read one of my books by now.
And I wish I'd discovered earlier that Kath is better at doing crossword puzzles than I am. I would have married her years ago.
Oh, be serious, you two.
Do you have any regrets about the past, honey?
None. I have all I ever hoped for, and more.
Now, don't get all sentimental, Kath. Soon you'll start humming my way.
These last 2 weeks have been very special. Seeing you guys again after so many years and having Fran finally forgive me is about as good as life gets. I wish I lived closer, though. I'd love to see a lot more of you guys.
Well, I know you're leaving tomorrow, but you'll be coming back for the wedding, won't you? You still owe us one, remember?
Oh, my little Fran, sharp as a doornail. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Let's drink to that.
Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives. What distance, what proximity. We share so many smiles and tears. Separated by so many miles and years. Old friends, new lives. Old friends, new lives.